Before we begin this video, guys, it is that time once again. We are going to be doing the top 10 shoutouts. These guys have worked so hard, especially in this season, because this season was absolutely insane. These guys have worked so hard to get the brand new Void Champion Dream Knife, and I believe that they deserve a shout out. So without further ado, we are going to be shouting out the top 10 people in this competitive season. So these pictures were taken a little bit before the season ended. I'm pretty sure it's accurate. Last time I checked, I don't believe any of these positions have changed. So without further ado, let us begin the top 10 shoutouts. So shout out to Meyer Wertzky. Congratulations to you, good sir, on getting another champion weapon. Shout out to Rescue Done 672. Shout out to Fedfeed, I think I'm saying that right. Shout out to you. Shout out to Unfolded. Huge shout out to Legit X9 because not only did he get in the top 10, but he is also in the Purple Nation clan. So huge shout out to you. Thank you for your contribution to the Purple Nation clan. Without you, we wouldn't have gotten our Onyx tiers. Shout out to Ninja Andrew 1234567. Shout out to Sinister Glocks. Shout out to Killer Beast 2000 Wes. I still don't think I'm saying that right, but congratulations to you, good sir. Huge shout out to Redundant Tuck because he is second place and he is also in the Purple Nation clan. So thank you very much for your contribution to the clan. And last but not least, huge shout out to the #1 person in this competitive season with 30,000 competitive points. That is absolutely insane. Huge shout out to King John is a cutie. Congratulations to you, good sir, and congratulations to all 10 of you for getting this brand new Void Champion Dream Knife. And yeah, without further ado, let us begin this video. How is it going, Databite? Says no data here, and welcome back to another episode of Roblox Assassin. So, ladies and gentlemen, as you can tell from the top 10 shoutouts, the competitive season for June 2019 is officially over. That is right, ladies and gentlemen, that season has ended. It was quite a long grind, but it is officially over. So yeah, as you can see, if we go to game mode, we are now in a pro server instead of competitive mode. And not gonna lie, it's gonna be pretty refreshing to see some bonus rounds. Because, you know, in competitive mode, there are no bonus rounds. And when you're grinding competitive mode, it's like you never see a bonus round. And then at the end of a competitive season, you're in a bonus round and you're just like, whoa, wait a minute, I forgot that bonus rounds exist. So yeah, it is pretty cool that we are going to go back into those. But yeah, guys, during the competitive season, I said I was going to grind for the top 100. And like I said, I did indeed grind for the top 100. So as you can see, if we go down into the mythics, you will see that there is a brand new mythic knife called the Glorious Axe. This took quite a bit of grinding because this competitive season in particular was absolutely insane, because this was the first ever season with the Glorious Axe and the Void Champion. So a lot of people were grinding to get in the top 100. For this season in particular, you had to get over 9,000 points to get in the top 100, which is a lot for top 100. Usually you need to get like 6,000 points or 7,000 points to get in the top 100. This time you had to get 9,000 points, which is absolutely insane. That is a lot of grinding, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, in this video, we are going to try out this brand new mythic, and of course, we are going to talk about its current and future value. If you guys are excited for this episode of Assassin, then be sure to drop a like on this video. It helps out a whole lot, because believe me, I have grinded so much for this axe, so the least you guys can do is just drop a like on this video. Also, guys, if you're new, be sure to subscribe because we are currently doing a Skeleton King giveaway. So if you want the chance to win a free Skeleton King, all you have to do is subscribe, click the bell, and then click the eye in the top right corner. Do what that video says. You will automatically be entered into that giveaway. Also, I may or may not give away this Glorious Axe once we hit 90,000 subscribers. So be sure to subscribe so that we can hit this milestone. Anyway, without further ado, let us go off AFK and let us try out this brand new Glorious Axe Mythic. Anyway, here it is, guys, the brand new Glorious Axe Mythic. that you can get by getting in the top 100 leaderboard during the competitive season. So as you can see, like I said in the previous video where we ran into Prisman, this axe does have an effect of its own, which is super cool. You can actually see the sparkles in this axe. Now, if you turn down the graphics quality, you will actually see this effect less and less. So, you know, if we turn down the graphics quality a bit, you can see the effect is still there. But, like, if you turn it all the way down to 1, you will see that there really is no effect at all. There may be a couple of sparkles every now and then, but when you turn down the graphics quality to 1, there's pretty much no effect whatsoever, which is kind of a shame. So, if you have a bit of a laggier computer and, you know, you really can't play with high graphics quality, you might not really have an effect on this axe. Yeah, as you can see, there's literally no sparkles at all, which is kind of a shame. So if you have a bit of a laggier computer, you might not see an effect on this axe, which is kind of a shame. I did see a little sparkle right there. I don't know if you guys saw it. There was a little bit of a sparkle, but it's about 1 sparkle every 30 seconds. So yeah, but if you turn your graphics quality all the way up to 10, you can definitely see the effect on this axe, which I think is a pretty cool effect. It's not exactly prevalent. Obviously, the competitor blades have a very, you know, more prevalent effect. It's pretty much always there. This is sort of an occasional effect. You know, you see the sparkles every now and then, which is sort of cool. Also, something I literally did not notice in that Prisman video. I literally did not notice this until a bunch of people pointed it out in the comments. But you can actually see that Prisman has fixed the axe. You can see in the video where I ran into Prisman, you can see that Prisman was actually holding the axe backwards, guys. I will show the clip once again, but you can see that, you know, this side of the axe right here was facing backwards, and this side of the axe was facing forward. So, you know, in that clip, Prisman was actually holding the axe backwards, which, again, I literally did not notice that until people pointed it out in the comments, because I was just focusing on the effect. And a lot of people did not like the axe because it looked silly. Because, again, Prisman was literally holding it backwards. And yeah, I literally did not notice, and I also thought that was kind of silly that, you know, you were holding it backwards. So, yeah, I am glad that Prisman did fix that. So, you're no longer holding the axe backwards. So, that is pretty good. And yeah, overall with the knife, I do like the white and golden color. This is very cool. It's very elegant. You know, personally, if I was Prisman, I would have called this the Elegant Axe. I feel like it was a really missed opportunity. But the Glorious Axe is also a pretty good name for this axe, because, you know, this axe is pretty glorious. You might as well just call it the Glorious Axe, you know? But yeah, it is very refreshing to get a top 100 prize that is not just the blade, because so far we've only basically gotten swords. We have the competitor blade and the competitor blade 2, which are pretty much just swords, and we have the elegant blade, which is also, you know, just a sword. So it is pretty refreshing that we are actually getting an axe for a top 100 prize. You know, we've had the champion axe and the champion axe 2, but that is pretty much all we have had for leaderboard prizes, and those were top 10s. So, you know, those are pretty rare. Also, speaking of the champion weapons, believe it or not, there was actually a minor glitch for about 10 or 15 minutes at the end of the competitive season. For a very, very short amount of time, the Void Champion, which is the brand new top 10 prize for the competitive season, the Void Champion was tradable for about 10 or 15 minutes, which is absolutely insane. It was a glitch, so, you know, it was patched pretty quickly. And, you know, now the Void Champion is officially untradeable. And that's kind of a relief, actually, because usually, you know, when a champion weapon is tradable, that usually means there is no longer going to be a season with that champion weapon. So, you know, I'm kind of relieved, because there are going to be more seasons where you can grind for the Void Champion. So that's kind of a relief. But at the same time, it also would have been pretty cool for the Void Champion to be tradable, considering there was only 10 of them. Like, imagine having a tradable knife where there is only 10 of them. That is absolutely insane. So yeah, hopefully I will get the Void Champion eventually, but in the meantime, I'm just going to focus on the Glorious Axe. This is a pretty cool axe in my opinion. I can understand how some people won't like it, because it does have a little bit of a weird design, and, you know, that handle's kind of weird, but I do think overall this is a very nice axe as a whole. Anyway guys, let us talk about the value of the Glorious Axe. Now, at the time of this recording, there is not yet a value for the Glorious Axe. There is no value on the value list. If one gets added while I'm editing, I will let you guys know, but let me tell you guys, this is going to be a very, very good knife in the future. So the initial value of the Glorious Axe is obviously going to be very, very good because it's a brand new knife. It is super high in demand, and not to mention, this is currently a very rare knife. Keep in mind, there is currently only 100 Glorious Axes in the game. And that is not a lot in the grand scheme of things. I mean, look at something like Champion Axe 2. There is only 50 of them, which is already not a lot, and there's twice as many Glorious Axes, which is also not a lot. That's obviously more than Champion Axe 2, but that is not a lot. There is only 100 Glorious Axes so far, so this is very, very rare at the moment. So the initial value of the Glorious Axe is going to be very, very good. However, guys, over the course of the next few months, the Glorious Axe is probably going to drop in value because, you know, the knife is going to drop in demand a bit, and there are going to be more seasons where you can grind for the Glorious Axe. So it probably will go down over the course of those months. We have seen that happen with the Competitor Blade and the Competitor Blade 2. There's just going to be more and more of them over time. So the Glorious Axe is probably going to drop in value for a little while. However, after about 4 or 5 seasons or so, usually Prism will make the prizes unobtainable and will make brand new leaderboard prizes. So after about 4 or 5 competitive seasons or so, the Glorious Axe is probably going to become completely unobtainable. And then after it becomes unobtainable, the value of the top 100 prizes tend to skyrocket. They tend to go up very, very quickly. I mean, you look at something like Competitor Blade, that's currently like 130. That is absolutely insane. And then look at Elegant Blade. This is the first ever top 100 prize. This is currently 300 exotics, and this is the best exotic in the game. So that is absolutely insane. So yeah, the top 100 prizes tend to skyrocket in value once they become unobtainable. So yeah, the Glorious Axe is going to be very, very valuable at first. It is probably going to drop as, you know, there are going to be more seasons, more people are going to get this axe. So it is probably going to drop over the course of the months. But once this becomes completely unobtainable, it is going to skyrocket. So yeah, guys, if you want the Glorious Axe at the time of this video, obviously the best way to get the Glorious Axe is to wait for the next competitive season and then grind for the top 100. In the long run, I feel like grinding for top 100 is not too difficult. Obviously, you do have to put in quite a bit of hustle. You got to get like 6,000 to 7,000 points usually, but you know, it is really not too bad. You just have to play quite a bit and then you can get the Glorious Axe for yourself. So that is the best way to get the knife for yourself. But if you do want to trade for this knife, I would not trade for the Glorious Axe with its initial value. You know, I would try to get a little bit lower because keep in mind this knife is going to drop. So I would not trade for Glorious Axe for its initial value because you are probably overpaying by a bit. Try and see if you can get the Glorious Axe for a lower price. You know, maybe you want to wait a couple seasons before trading for the Glorious Axe because then it is going to drop. And then, you know, maybe you can get the Glorious Axe for a lower price. But do keep in mind, once the Glorious Axe is completely unobtainable, you're pretty much going to have to overpay for it because it is going to skyrocket. It is going to be absolutely insane in terms of value. So once this is completely unobtainable, you're pretty much just going to have to overpay for it. So try to get the Glorious Axe before it is unobtainable. You know, if you have to trade for it, try and trade for it before the axe is gone forever. But just for a reference point, just keep in mind that there is usually about 4 or 5 seasons before the top 100 and the top 10 prizes become unobtainable. So yeah, do keep that in mind, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, yeah, guys, that is pretty much the gist of the value of the Glorious Axe. So yeah, that's pretty much going to be it for this video. Once again, brand new Mythic, and Prism actually has confirmed that there are going to be more summer updates in the future. You can see in the news, summer updates coming soon. So yeah, hopefully we will get more updates in the future. A lot of people are saying that there might be a 4th of July event, which is very much possible. Personally, I don't think it's going to happen, but it is possible that could happen in the future. But yeah, we will just have to see what happens until the next update. So yeah, guys, thank you guys so much for watching this episode of Roblox Assassin. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and all those other things that YouTube people do. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay purple.